Hello to everyone watching and listening. My name is Michael Burton, an illustrator, graphic designer, author, and spoken word artist for nearly 2 decades. I was born and raised in Chicago. Now in the early 2000s, I became good friends with Antione the Flash Howard. You may remember him from the N1 Streetball Mania. We met at Bally Fitness in Lansing, Illinois. We'd always see each other up there and eventually became cool and started working out together at the gym, and sometimes hanging out a little bit outside of the gym. During that time, I was also working at a decorated apparel novelty shop as a illustrator and designer. I decided to experiment with some personal designs of my own, and one of the projects became known as First Love Hoopin. Now, I printed some samples of shirts, shorts, hats, towels, and jackets, and once I showed Flash the product line, he was sold immediately and wanted us to collab together and do something legendary. The plan was to start filming him and his close mutual basketball player and friend Ifanye Azu, Ifans. In some pickup games, we were going to be wearing gear, and eventually more players, we were going to have them wear them in the games, shoot commercials, and other promotional projects. He was also ready to present it to N1 to see how they could help me, but unfortunately, we were not able to finish what we started. After the first warm-up game, something told me to start interviewing Flash on how he got into basketball and sharing some key highlight moments. It was recorded at the Melody Fitness Center in Dalton, Illinois. At that time, I didn't have the best video camera, nor did I have the proper equipment, such as lights, backdrops, and mics, and things like that. But nevertheless, I squeezed in some great questions in a short period, and so glad I did, as that would be one of the last times that I would see him, and as he made his transition in early 2004. On behalf of the late Antione the Flash Howard, I would like to dedicate this tribute to his family, friends, and fans from around the world. I hope you can appreciate and enjoy what I was able to do with the limited footage and images I had access to. And also, I would like to thank my friend and art classmate, Coyote Winters, for assisting me with designing the back of the basketball shirt with that clever First Love It, Then Kiss It. That's genius. Thank you to my other art classmates and friends, Jason Rogers and Jay Weinberg, for added support and suggestions that pushed me to give my best efforts for the newer illustration. Pugs, also thanks to Pugs Adams for listening to the poem and emphasizing represent my late friend well. Lastly, a huge appreciation to DJ Ambush out in South Carolina for producing the track for me. Also, shout out to Main Event, Mark Bullock, and also to Flash's little brother Kwame. So to everyone else, I hope you enjoy, and thank you for listening. Peace.
Big day! Rebound, boy! You got him. Woo! Good. Come on, defense. Play some D. Stay on him. Good too.
We kept moving, so I kept having transfer.
Hey,
I finished out at Bowen. Send me out, Bowen.
Where you go, Pod?
Every month.
What school? What high school you go to?
Oak Park.
When you start hooping, man?
When I first started, maybe like when I was about, well, when I first put a ball in my hand, I was like 2. I actually started balling like league-wise. I was like in 5th grade. I played the YBA. Then my like 7th grade, 8th grade team played in that. Then I went to high school, played on all my high school teams. Then I got a scholarship to go to college. Then I played pro, overseas, European professional. Still do some things with Antione, making video games. So it's still going, but I still ain't hit that level yet. So I've been balling pretty much all my life, man.
What inspired you to play?
What or who?
Who or what?
What inspired me to play? It was like basketball was like an outlet to me. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I could go out and play and just get things off my mind. But who inspired me? I had a lot of inspirations, like my mom. But the person who inspired me as far as playing was Joy. Because you seen him, that was the only thing we saw in Chicago. And hey, it was been on from there.
Man, cut the tape.
How did you know you fell in love with the game? What was it about the game that you like?
When I started making baskets and I heard that net say shh, I was like, uh-oh. I love that sound. It just does something to me. It's better than sex. You might want to beat that out. So first love, hooping, that's what it is. That's my first love. I sleep with Spalding.
When y'all start playing together?
When I first started working at Bally's,
About a year ago?
actually, I was talking shit to Fun. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll get your ass. He's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck who you is. You can be crippled. I will get your ass. We just started joking, and then from there, we just wouldn't play. We ain't like challenge each other, but it was just
We
talking
ended up
shit.
on the same team, actually.
Yeah.
Because we were playing against each other, but we ended up on the same team. And the chemistry was just too quick. That shit was just like, even though we was hooping, fucking around, we was playing above level above everybody else who was playing with. I saw was lobs. And that shit look like a
Crossovers.
one mixtape. That's
We played for 3 hours and won every game.
was on the court from like 7 to, actually was on the court from like 7 to 10:30.
Yeah.
Winning games, so everybody went home.
We lost the last one at 10:30. Like what, 12 to 11?
12 to 11.
Yeah,
you know
we
what
just
I'm
lost
saying?
this shit.
When we first started playing together, shit was just natural.
When you start liking it, loving the game?
Probably when I fully understood what the game was about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still don't really fully understand it, but I got a little bit more knowledge than I had when I first really started playing when I was little.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a passion.
Okay. When you get your first dunk?
When I get my first dunk,
Yeah.
I got my first dunk. Well, I got my first dunk in 8th grade. It was at the YMCA on the west side. We used to jump off the wall and shit.
Jam on me a nigga.
I used to jam motherfuckers like that. But I got my first regular dunk my freshman year of high school. It wasn't in the game, but you know, we did in practice and shit.
What about you, Twan?
My first dunk, as far as like league-wise playing in the actual game, we played at the Moody Bible in this all-star tournament. And they subbed me in the game. I got in like the second quarter. And all I knew, like my teammate Chucky Okafor ripped this one dude, threw it down to me, and I heard this white nigga check me. And I was so scared he was gonna block my shot in front of these scouts, dog. I just went up, just going up. And I got close to the fucking rim, and I dunked that bitch on his ass and swung around that hoe, and ever since then, it's been a rap. It's been a rap for it. That was like my junior year. I mean, I always can dunk, you know, but that was my first dunk like in the game on somebody.
Yeah, now the first time I dunked on somebody, that was a little different. A little different. Crush the YMCA on the west side. I was a sophomore in high school, man. The dude was like about what, 6'2", 6'3"? You know what I'm saying? Called him my little favorite pack, baseline lean. Try to make him a believer. All you 6'9", 6'11" dudes, y'all ain't tall enough. Guarantee you. Ask Eric Minor. He'll tell you.
And he's from out here in Dalton.
What?
Yes.
He played for Hillcrest, bitch 6'9".
Yeah.
You remember me.
He got pumped.
I know you remember it.
Ooh, up. Yeah, he remember that saying. You saw him say he gonna remember that part.
What that feel like, man, dunking on a big dude like that?
Man, it's like, honestly,
Adrenaline rush.
yeah, like an orgasm.
Yeah.
You really don't understand. That is just crazy. And then like, what I like about him is that our game's so simple. See, there's a lot of guys our height. There's a lot of guys who can jump. See, it's not a lot of guys who have the combination. Yeah, both can shoot, both can rock, both can pass. These things, we both can jump, we both can dunk. We can dunk motherfuckers consistent. That's it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between dunking and dunking somebody consistent. You know,
Yeah.
like a body to body somebody. They can see the small body, the mind frame just too strong.
hurting niggas.
Shit, how many days a week y'all work out, man, with hooping, man?
As far as like what, playing?
Or playing, exercising, drills?
We lift weights about like 3-4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even though we got responsibilities, we try to get in some shooting like about 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah.
But on the average, like 3. On the average, like 3.
Yeah, we probably hit the weights pretty much every time we had balance.
Hell yeah. So really, damn near 7.
Yeah. So we working out pretty much every day of the year, man. If we just tired or something, but if we ain't tired and we got the strength out, we doing something as far as like helping our game, helping our body some kind of way. So we always in the gym working out, or we in the gym hooping. Either way, as if we ain't let you something like that. Besides that, hey, when it come back to First Love, my first love, I ain't got on the shirt right now. It's right here, it's kind of wet. Put it. My first love is that Spalding, that Wilson.
That's my woman.
Yeah.
Man, what advice can y'all get to the shorties, man, if they got a chance?
What nobody tell you, no matter if your peoples don't push you, no matter if you want hoop, you hoop. Don't give a fuck who tell you can't, who tell you ain't good enough. If you feel you can play, whether your mama, your daddy, don't nobody want to support you, still hoop. Fuck everybody. Because when you make it, it's gonna make it almost sweet. Did you see my eyes? Gonna look fucking hungry? Huh? I better watch out. I'm telling you, when I get there, it's over with. I'm trying to tell you.
What about you, Twan?
My advice to younger guys and children and people of all ages, just don't ever give up. I mean, you just got to keep working hard. I mean, you're going to have all type of obstacles in your way. But if you just got a strong mind and know what you want in your mind, you just got to keep working toward it. Ain't nothing in this world free, ain't nothing easy. So you're going to have things that's going to be pulling you down. Just like my coach and everybody used to tell me, if you get a barrel and put a number of crabs in there, if one crab get to the top, the other ones be on his back pulling them down. But it's only the strongest that's going to survive and get out. You know, so that's how you got to be. You just got to have a strong willpower and just, man, fuck everything else. If you focus on something, just keep that. That's all you can do. Ace in a hole like that, I know he about to come up. We all finna come up. So hey, y'all better catch his hockey. It's hot. It's hot, nigga.
Yeah, no doubt. You gonna see us too a little bit more on this tape or whatever. But when we get mainstream, me, him, Mike, all of us gonna be there. The talent is just too fucking sick. So
Tell the niggas, man, don't be trying to bite my stuff when they see y'all with.
That shit.
First love is only for those guys who got the real love for the game. And if you are not Mike, please don't bite the style, because if you do,
leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. I'm biting.
All right, y'all, thanks, my nigga.
love, baby, love.
Yo, man.
Remembering Flash. Flash got his name from the city streets of Chicago. He and I practically grew up around the same neighborhoods. Hadn't crossed paths until years later, not fully understood. I finally met him in 2000, working out at the gym in River Oaks. Fellow Capricorns, we became cool instantly, like we'd known each other for years. He was playing for Antione and I was working on the First Love gear, pursuing art, creating decorated apparel, and hoping to excel as an artist. And Flash was growing up in Jeffrey Manor, balling at Mahone and Trumbull Park. And I was back and forth between the south suburbs and 93rd and Stony Island, playing over at Jesse Owens Park. We were both familiar with growing up in the hood that would bring big hoop dreams to young teens. Inspired by Jordan, you know, MJ, to one day play in the NBA. That's all we had in Chicago, so you know it was on from there. You fell in love with the game when you started making baskets and hearing that switch from the net. You knew what was next. You said playing gave you this feeling that was better than, well, you know the rest. You started picking up the basketball at the age of 2. That set up the path for you to play at a young age, and you didn't sway. Officially played league ball in 5th grade for the YBA. Continuing to junior high school and throughout high school, you and the family kept moving around Chi-Town. Played at 4 different high schools. King, South Shore, Simeon, and finished at Bowen. That never shook your focus, your game kept flowing. Your heart was set and you knowing, had you going to college on a scholarship. Then finished and played professionally overseas, living your dreams. Destined to succeed, representing Chi City, playing with amazing intensity. You express your love for the game religiously, quoting, "I sleep with Spalding," laughing hysterically but definitely being real about it. First Love Hoopin, that's where it is right there. Sharing earlier memories of pivotal basketball moments, stepping stones, key components. Making your way out the barrel to the top. You got your first dunk at an all-star tournament held at the Moody Bible Institute of Chicago. Subbed in second quarter on the white kid, scared he blocked your shot. On the spot, you jumped up full force and yoked it, and swung around that mug. Soon all would take notice. Barely 6 foot, the Flash dunking with ease. Like a 6'6" frame, brother, you had crazy game. Played no games and was lightning quick. You never saw him coming, just blurs and action lines. Rod Strickland, Kenny Smith, D. Brown in their prime. Zigzagging, twisting, turning all around the court. You had the fever, your game was sick. Mega hops, jump shot, tomahawk, 360, reverse slam. Your leaping ability was incredible, explosive, sonic boom, bam, slam. Swinging on the rim like you was Tarzan. Running with Ayo, Alamo, hot sauce. Main event, skip to my loop, Escalade, sick with it. Focus, graceful, powerful with speed. Will cross you quick, official ball to see. Like his favorite rapper Twister. It feels so good, an adrenaline rush. When you brought the ball up court, full thrust, trust. He would rise like the sun. Frankie Beverly and Mays, see him shining. Did him like, did he just do that? Won't stop, can't stop till the game's done. One day you peeped my work and was like, you ill, son. First Love Hoopin, that's me all day. I'll rock that shirt, we gon' come up. Flash myself and the brother Fonzie. It was inspiring to see a young brother like Flash growing up in the same hood, living his dreams. I felt like a part of that dream inspired me to start living my dreams. We had a connection and mission. I had a second chance at life surviving cancer. Unfortunately, Flash's life was taken by cancer. I was touched by his friendship during that short period of time. His spirit and memory will be a part of my dream, fuel to help my mission succeed. Though taking longer than expected, I was able to do some amazing things. Still a little ways to go, but now 20 years later, I felt it was time to reintroduce Flash to the world. From the playgrounds of Jeffrey Manor, a young brother from Chicago, a strong warrior that loved his daughter, city, family, and the game of basketball. You will be remembered as a good brother and a friend to me, the way you wanted to be remembered, as someone who went out and played basketball just as hard as he could and was a total team player. You're a hoop legend from the South Side, resting in heaven. You would encourage young people to dream, put their hearts and souls into it, and stay true. You would tell them, do what you love to do. To my good brother, I miss and love you. First Love Hoopin, remembering Antoine Flash Howard. December 24th, 1975 to March 2004. By Michael Burton, Mike B. Creative, aka Urban Rockwell, 2005 and 2022. Chi-Town, love baby.